Marty Supreme. This was a film that I've been looking forward to since it was first announced back in 2024, and I was not disappointed. If anything, this film actually exceeded my expectations for it. It is a superb piece of filmmaking, and you should definitely go and see it for yourself. Now, you're probably thinking, Lucent, why are you telling us to go see it without talking about anything in the film? That's because I honestly don't think this film needs a detailed review explaining why you need to go see it. It is just that good. I'll talk about the things I loved about it in the remainder of this video, but please do yourself a favor and go watch this film. Now that that's been said, however, here are the reasons why I love this film so much. There'll be no spoilers with this review because I believe that you should go into this film knowing only the bare minimum that the trailer shows off. Let me start off by talking about the star himself, Timothy Chalamet. Timothy plays main character Marty Mauser, a fictional table tennis player who is loosely based off of real-life table tennis player Marty Reisman. Marty is one of the best table tennis players in the world with his ultimate goal of becoming the world champion. The film's plot shows his journey to try and become the best, and it is an anxiety-induced thrill ride only brought up by Timothy's performance. I've seen a majority of Timothy's films up to this point in his career, some of my favorites being Dune and A Complete Unknown, but this one easily takes the cake. It is his best role to date, and I can totally see why he's been nominated for actor in a leading role at this year's Oscars. The way he plays Marty is fantastic to watch. Marty is a massive asshole, but in a likable way. He's slimy, manipulative, and will do anything to get what he wants, and Timothy plays this perfectly. Marty, being a table tennis player, meant that Timothy had to train. He trained for 6 years so that he could be the one playing in those scenes. And I've never been so interested in watching table tennis in my life until seeing this film. The supporting cast were also a massive highlight. Every single person in this film was perfectly cast, and that's a testament to how director Josh Safdie and casting director Jennifer Venditti have cast this film. By having a mix of actors and non-actors playing supporting roles, it makes the world feel alive and not artificially created. Odessa Zion's performance is outstanding. This was my first performance of hers I've watched, and it was amazing. I'm disappointed that she didn't get put up for actress in a supporting role though, because I believe that she deserved at the very least a spot there because of this performance. But it is a tough category this year, so I understand. She has a bright future ahead of her though, and I'm looking forward to seeing it unfold. Tyler Okonoma, or more commonly known as Tyler the Creator, also has a small supporting role in this film, and he does a great job. He's basically playing himself, but it works so well for his role. Again, that's another testament to Josh and Jennifer's casting choices. Gwyneth Paltrow is a delight to see in this film as well. And funnily enough, Kevin O'Leary, of all people, did a great job in this film. Josh Safdie's directing in this film is so engaging. It kept me on my toes throughout the whole film, and I was invested from beginning to end. It's very in your face, and a majority of the film is constantly moving, and this is intentionally done, and it's a style that Josh Safdie has used in his prior films, but this time I feel he's perfected it. They shot this on a mix of film and digital, which I appreciated seeing because this film is a period piece, so it gave that grungy 50s aesthetic to New York City, and it was just the perfect touch. The soundtrack was fantastic as well. Daniel Lopatin, a longtime collaborator with Josh Safdie, has created the perfect soundtrack to fit alongside the film's aesthetics and themes. The use of synths for me was a massive highlight, as I love synths, and that in turn made those scenes a lot more memorable for me. The use of licensed music in this film as well was spot on. Every song is deliberately chosen to fit the scene, and it was perfect. The songs themselves are just awesome to hear in the cinema as well. The script was so good. Josh Safdie co-wrote this with Ronald Bronstein, and it is outstanding. The dialogue for each character, whether it be a major or minor role, is spot on. It's funny, Marty being one of many characters to drop some hilarious lines, but it's also nerve-wracking, clever, and heartfelt all at the same time. You really feel for these characters, and that is because of how strong this script is. One of the year's best, and I can see why it has also been nominated for Best Original Screenplay at the Oscars. If you couldn't tell already, I love this film. So much so that it actually made it onto my favorite movies wall. This is what movies should aspire to be, and I'm excited to see what is next from director Josh Safdie and everyone else who was involved with this film. I could totally see this winning Best Picture, but it's going to be tough with the likes of Sinners, Sentimental Value, and One Battle After Another, just to name a few, competing against it. But I think it's safe to say that as film fans in 2025, we've been eating well. Go watch this film, guys, and let me know your thoughts on it. I'm excited to talk about it with you all, and I'll see you in the next one.